I'm sorry, but what the fuck did I just watch? That was ridiculous. Oh my god. Like, I knew this was gonna be ridiculous going into it, but I couldn't have possibly predicted this. Like, One Punch Man versus fucking Popeye the Sailor Man. I have no idea what to fucking expect. Obviously One Punch Man out the gate. I mean, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see if they change my mind, but obviously I have to go with Saitama at the beginning here. I kind of want it to be a close fight. I hope it is. I mean, we'll see. $10 years? Damn, they've been doing this for 10 fucking years. That's crazy. I'm guessing One Punch Man, but can Popeye please somehow win? That'd be so good. Please!
Saitama, the One Punch Man.
Popeye the Sailor Man.
Fucking
East
way.
versus West. Old versus new.
Healthy eating versus basic exercise.
These two warriors may seem ridiculous, but their unassuming exteriors belie impossible strength.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who
I
will
don't know,
win
man.
a death battle.
Oh, no, man.
Life is pain, brutal and short. The
True.
challenges we face during our brief sojourn on this tiny blue marble are what make us human. They light a fire in our soul. They make it all worth something. Without them, we are lost.
Yeah, it's a little early in the day for an existential crisis, but luckily I came prepared.
For this failed salaryman, all it took to get that fiery passion back was to save this butt-chin child from a crab monster in underwear. That was a sentence.
This man was Saitama.
This show is
and
on
he was
crack.
gonna be a superhero.
And so he trained, pushing his body beyond its limits and shattering the boundaries of humanity.
So hard his freaking hair fell out.
Saitama's strength grew exponentially day by day.
I had a theory about that. Excuse me, sorry, fucking allergies are killing me. So he said that, like, every day to get stronger, he did, like, 100 push-ups, 100 squats, and then he ran, like, a 10-kilometer run. And until his hair fell out. I feel like during his run, he just ran through like a nuclear power plant or some shit. I don't know. Because he's, like, obviously not a smart character. I just feel like that makes the most sense, unless it's literally just them being satirical, like, he worked out until he got that strong. I don't know. Just losing his hair like that, I don't know. Makes sense to me.
With the goal
Not
of
really.
becoming the greatest hero who ever lived.
And much to his horror, that's exactly what he got.
All it took was one punch.
He became too strong. He became the one, the only, the infamous Caped Baldy.
But anyone who's cool knows him as One Punch Man, as in he can't help but beat almost every opponent he's faced in exactly one punch. One friggin' punch! And this is a universe with some pretty whacked out monsters, like a giant who's over a quarter of a kilometer tall and can stomp city-sized craters into the earth.
Or an Esper who can effortlessly pull giant meteors from outer space.
Or a Monster King who shaved off a continent from the Earth's surface and lifted it into the
Oh, dude.
stratosphere. And Saitama's never
Wow.
even broken
Oh,
so
shit.
much as a sweat fighting any of them.
During their battle, that same Monster King absorbed this huge chunk of the Earth's core and fired it at Saitama.
Who blocked it by squirt gunning some lava at it. The lava he was bathing in, naked. And then he punched him.
What?
Surprise.
Saitama's created after images just by hopping side to side, defeated a martial arts master with his butt, and survived the inhospitable vacuum of space after being kicked all the way to the moon and before jumping back to Earth in about 16 seconds. That's 8% the speed of light.
Kinda like the time he blocked attacks from this alien dude who stated to move near light speed.
I'm sorry, I'm hearing all this, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds right for Saitama, but then I'm thinking, like, how in the fuck are they putting him against Popeye the Sailor Man? Oh my god. Like, how the fuck? Like, this dude's bathing in lava, jumping to the moon. Like, what the fuck can Popeye do? Alright.
speed, or punch so fast his fist starts to blue shift. You know,
I guess
that
we'll
thing
see.
that happens when you approach the speed of light?
Saitama utilizes his absurdly superhuman strength and speed with techniques like his devastating normal punch. And if he wants to amp it up, the consecutive normal punches.
Are you
I
kidding
love
me?
this.
Those are his attack names? What kind of self-respecting anime protagonist is he?
Serious
Plain and
sponge.
simple, he's a satire of one. Instead of seeing his journey from the beginning and enjoying his struggle to the top, we join him when he's already there.
Basically, imagine if Goku went Super Saiyan in his fight against Jackie Chun. Kinda sucks all the
Oops.
drama out of it, doesn't it?
And that's the point. Far from the power fantasy the genre is known for, Saitama's life became an existential nightmare. Without suitable conflict, the struggle that had heretofore defined him became meaningless. His new reality was inescapably boring.
Which is really saying something when he can decimate mountains without even hitting them, or shatter asteroids that rank a 9 on the Torino scale. For those not in the Torino, that's equal to 1 trillion tons of TNT. This guy's training must have been insane.
That would be 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run every single day.
Yeah, see? Definitely through a
That's it.
nuclear power plant.
You've got to be shitting me.
It doesn't make sense because it's not allowed to make sense. To be fair, though, to
Yeah.
someone who isn't already a trained soldier or athlete, keeping that workout routine every day for years is pretty much impossible.
While 100 push-ups and sit-ups are technically doable, especially if you space them out, doing 100 squats and then running half a marathon every single day would absolutely destroy your legs.
Put simply, effective workouts involve shredding muscle fibers at the micro level, then allowing them time to repair themselves more durable than before. This repair process requires hydration, consuming protein and carbohydrates, and lots of sleep.
But Saitama's workout schedule doesn't give them time to repair, which means he was basically just ripping himself to shreds over and over and over. After a few
Yeah,
days,
makes
he
sense.
shouldn't even have been able to move, but he just kept going.
There might be an explanation. Take the brilliant scientist Dr. Genus, whose half-century of research into evolution Saitama erased in, well, one punch. According to Genus's hypothesis, Saitama's training broke his limiter.
Basically, every living thing on Earth has a limit to their natural abilities. At some point, no matter how badass they are, they'll plateau. Wait a minute. Have I peaked? I gotta go to the gym!
Well, Saitama trained so hard, he literally defied the laws of nature and reality. He just breaks the logic of his world. He crushed the entire field of evolutionary biology in the palm of his hand.
And while he has stated that his strength did eventually stop growing, it's pretty
Oh my
clear
God.
he's never gotten close to showing it off in full.
Such as when he fought the godlike alien conqueror Lord Boros, and finally broke out his serious punch. A blow where he punches a little harder than normal.
And
true.
reflected Boros' collapsing star-roaring cannon. Now, you see, that's an attack name. An energy blast that was going to blow up the friggin' planet. That's over 50 zetatons of TNT. Like a quadrillion of the world's strongest nukes going off at once.
Despite his obvious and overwhelming power, Saitama's accomplishments were never officially recognized. As if no one in their right minds could believe a psych ward Charlie Brown could save the world.
Well, he doesn't seem to mind. Almost as if being removed from anything resembling conflict gave him a perspective on how tropey and contrived his world is. Only Saitama's the only one in on the joke, because who cares about how far up their own ass a supervillain is when you can just chill at home with your buds and play video games?
Maybe
True.
that was the real lesson all
Oops.
along. Not to value our lives based on our accomplishments,
So I
but on the
cranked
time
up
we
my volume.
spend living and enjoying life's simple pleasures.
I'll leave that to Saitama, and I can't think of anything more pleasurable than punching so hard
Ooh,
my
ooh.
name becomes a byword
This
for
fucking part.
literally unbeatable. The dude is the undisputed king of broken anime characters, because until Saitama finds his equal, he's gonna end all his fights in one punch!
Alright, now, before I assume they're going into Popeye. Yeah, right here. Hold on. Yeah, right here.
That's over 50 zetatons of TNT.
I don't even know what this number is. Zetatons? Like, I'm looking at the zeros here. I couldn't even... I don't know. How the fuck can Popeye even equal this? Because this is like the attack from the dude that One Punch Man was fighting, and he barely even like put up a fight against One Punch Man, and he put out an attack like this. What the fuck is Popeye gonna do? Whatever. Oh, where is it? Oh, I gotta find it. Hold on. Sorry. All right.
Popeye the Sailor Man, hero, adventurer, sailor.
Of rubber hose animation, Popeye's body is essentially made of, well, rubber, able to stretch, twist, squish, and squash any way he likes.
Superhuman physique, can summon spinach. What? So they're giving him cartoon powers, basically. Alright, spinach powers, flight increases, and vulnerability. Alright. Okay.
Rev up his
As well as
All
the
right.
time it took for the high striker puck to reach it, the puck must have been moving at 500 times the speed of light. In order to generate that force, Popeye must have swung his fist just as fast. Hell, he's
Come
even
on.
shadowboxed so fast, he somehow occupied 2 places at once and hit himself.
So,
Okay.
was he just born this way? Is being ugly the secret to pulling insane bullshit superpowers out of your ass? Because if so, you might want to get on that, buddy.
Ha ha, no. The secret to Popeye's immense physical strength is simply the virtue of nutrition.
I knew you'd find a way to make it lame.
Specifically, Popeye has spent his life consuming a miracle herb that has turned him from a mere sailor into a veritable god. Spinach.
Propaganda straight from the bean counters at Big Vegetable. You'll never get me to eat my grains, damn you! It's only animal flesh and grain alcohol for me!
Originating in Persia, Spinacia oleracea is a leafy green nutrient and antioxidant-rich vegetable that can
was
help
so
prevent
wet.
cancer and reduce blood pressure.
And apparently
Yeah.
imbue your biceps with the power of God and anime.
While a normal can of spinach contains about 44 calories, when used in Popeye's world, its effects are multiplied. Not only does it immediately increase Popeye's already impressive strength and speed even further, it makes him virtually impervious to harm.
It lets him fly, turn invisible, shapeshift his body into literally anything, and even survive the universe getting turned off. That's right, this big whatever the hell that thing is apparently God, and he turned off reality in order to kill Popeye and his friends. Cause why not? Except guess what? Popeye was fine. Why? Because he eats his spinach.
I wonder what its nutritional content is like.
Oh
Let's
my
find
god.
out with math.
It's just so ridiculous.
A single can of spinach in Popeye's world was once able to grow a beanstalk so tall it reached into outer space, all the way to a nearby solar system, and shattered this stylized yellow star. By measuring the volume of this spinach stalk and including the caloric density of regular spinach, we can calculate one single can of Popeye's spinach contains over 46 undecillion calories. That's over 700 octillion times greater than the total calories the average person will consume over
Ew.
their entire life.
Can we not
That's
say
over
that? That's
46 million
gross.
Yoda tons of TNT.
Yoda
Enough to
tons?
destroy, well, a star. Or enough to punch your annoying neighbor so hard that when they land, they tilt the Earth.
By measuring the angle of the planet after tilting, we can determine its axis was adjusted by about 13 degrees in less than a
Oh
second.
my
That's
God,
the speed
dude.
of about 1.8 million meters per second.
I wonder, is that enough to power a rocket ship so fast it travels backwards in time? Yeah, 'cause that happened. I only know of one type of herb that'll take you through time. Whatever kind of spinach it is, it sure ain't normal.
Not true. Popeye doesn't consume some special magical spinach. Any kind will do, even if it's handed to him by the audience in the real world watching his cartoon.
He can summon cans to his side by whistling for them, praying to gods, painting them into reality, or just waving his hand. The dude has literally been disintegrated into nothingness, then his nothingness
Okay.
grabbed a spinach can out of nowhere and ate it. Nothing ate it. His nothing. And then he came back with his I don't know.
He can even punch so hard he tears the film strip he's being animated on, or exit his cartoon to
Oh
beat the
my
shit
God,
out of his own
dude.
animator.
So Popeye's basically fought 2 different versions of God and whooped their asses. You know, he's a pretty chill broski considering he's basically a spinach-eating Lovecraftian nightmare.
so-
But he's always down for a scrap. So if you
That's
decide
stupid.
to antagonize him, be aware you're messing with one of cartoon's all-time heavyweight champions. And, for your own sake, eat your fucking vegetables. All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
Alright. So, obviously, I'm sure 99% of people said Saitama at the beginning. I still think it could be, but I'm rooting for Popeye. And as they're going through it, I was like, all right, well, you know what? He does get his power from spinach. I mean, he gets his ass kicked. It's kind of like kryptonite not having spinach, but he can summon it out of thin air and then regenerate himself. So he has unlimited access to this. So I'm rooting for Popeye. I'm going to say Popeye. Please let it be him. Alright, let's just... Fuck. Here we go. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Man, the scrap's always so expensive. No thanks.
Of course.
Guys, can't stand no one bad-mouthing me spinach. Put 'em up, yes, big palooka.
Whatever.
This is how we're starting this.
Yeah, what did 2 and 100 heat?
Oh, this is gonna be good. He closes the door.
Well, blow me down. Ya ain't got a scratch on yas.
I know, right? Overwhelming strength is so boring.
Uh-oh.
I can't read that.
Huh?
Bro, I don't know.
Okay.
I think that's the thing.
A little bit more interesting now.
Uh-oh. Oh. Hey, he punched him so hard he changed the animation.
You sure is one crazy gazookas.
I'm just a guy who's a hero for fun. Who the hell are you?
Yep, I am what I am.
I am what I
All
am.
what I am.
God damn it.
What do you know? How am I gonna get back home?
They're fucking ridiculous. What is even happening? Oh my fucking god, come on. What a chat. Oh man.
Amazing! This is amazing! How did you get so strong?
It's me spinach.
What now?
Can this be? My heart's beating so fast. My muscles ache. I can feel them again.
That's all I can stand, 'cause I can't stand no more.
I never thought it would happen. A serious fight. I found it!
It's killing me. This is gonna be the death of me.
Spinach mascot.
Are they in fucking Fortnite?
He took a big gamble, but now he is scrambled. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
KO! Well, I guess you could say that fight was over easy. Wait, except isn't Saitama's whole gag that he can't lose?
It is, but it's more nuanced than that. Despite breaking his limiter, Saitama's strength isn't limitless. He's said so himself.
Breaking his limiter meant
Huh.
his potential strength was likely infinite, but there's nothing left in his world powerful enough to push him to get stronger, like a bodybuilder stuck with 5-pound dumbbells.
He also doesn't possess some magical ability to kill someone in one punch regardless of effort. Powerful adversaries like Boros and Garo have survived his blows repeatedly, albeit briefly, and he's never met anyone quite like Popeye the Sailor Man.
According to the mangaka, One Punch Man's gag is that Saitama is an anime protagonist at the end of his series, slapped in at the beginning of his series, where he's too strong to have a challenge.
So, if we know Saitama's strength does have a limit, what is it?
We know he can deflect Boros' planet-destroying blast, but he was clearly super casual about it. He may have called it his serious punch, but that's the joke. He's only now getting kind of serious.
In order to get as generous a number as possible, let's assume Saitama was exerting the least amount of effort he could to throw that punch. Since he's still technically
Okay.
a human, we can assume the ratio between the least amount of effort possible and the most is relatively consistent with other humans. Let's just say he burned the equivalent of only 1 calorie relative to the strongest punch ever recorded, which was over 1,000 joules. For reference, the average person burns about 1 calorie a minute doing absolutely nothing. So this is assuming Saitama is literally as casual as physically possible.
That'd make his strongest punch about 200 times greater than his weakest. Using Boros' energy blast as a base, Saitama's theoretical strongest punch would be over 11 yotatons of TNT. That's absolutely insane. Enough to annihilate Uranus 4 times over.
Well, that's impressive, but that's still far less than Popeye's star-busting power, which was millions of times greater. Sure, this is only an estimate. We don't know Saitama's full strength exactly. But the point is, whatever it may be, it can be measured.
That's right, but trying to compare them with just numbers isn't the whole story.
While Saitama can break his world fairly easily, it's still a semi-realistic world that generally obeys the laws of physics.
Popeye in his world, on the other hand, can't really be measured at all. The dude's occupied
Yeah.
2 places at the same time, ripped the film strip he's animated on, and knocked out the guy drawing him. Can't do math to figure that out. Popeye's just on a whole other level of bullshit.
Even if Saitama was strong enough to kill Popeye in one punch, Popeye has survived being fully disintegrated,
Yeah.
only to recover good as new. Hell, God turned off all of reality and Popeye just ignored it.
And on the flip side, there was nothing stopping Popeye from just turning Saitama into a bunch of eggs.
I guess
He
not.
could do without spinach, so even if Popeye was weaker, he'd still have a way to finish the job in one punch.
Saitama was easily one of the strongest combatants we've ever seen, but pure strength was no match for Popeye's insane power, survivability, and plain old cartoon shenanigans.
If you thought nothing could match the One Punch Man, now you know Popeye's spinach can.
The winner is Popeye.
I'm sorry, but what the fuck did I just watch? That was ridiculous. Oh my god. Like, I knew this was gonna be ridiculous going into it, but I couldn't have possibly predicted this. Like, I knew Popeye got stronger when he ate spinach, but I what? Like, hold on. Where is it? It's, hold on, this fucking part right here.
I never thought a serious fight.
Right here.
I found it! Thank you, weird spinach mascot.
Oh, no, hold on, wait, where is it? Hold on.
Can this be? My heart's beating so fast. My muscles ache. I can feel them again.
That's all I can stand, 'cause I can't stand no
Wait,
more.
where's the one where he's like buff as shit?
How did you get so strong?
It's me spinach.
It's so stupid. It's like, oh my god. Wow, that was just. I don't even know what to say. What can you say to this? I'm glad Popeye won, but like, what the fuck? What beats Popeye? Apparently not even God. Twice. You heard the man. Yeah. Wow, yeah, that was so fucking good. That had to be my favorite death battle that I've ever watched. So good. Oh my god. And it went through all, like, they kept on fighting and ending up in like different animations and shit. Like, that was so good. This was so creative. Oh my god. Well fucking done. Oh my god. Yep, that was One Punch Man versus Popeye the Sailor Man. Yeah, I would like to do more reactions like this, but I've watched already a lot of the death battles, so like these three were like the most interesting ones that I haven't watched. As they come out with more, I'll certainly react to them, but I would like to see more like this one. This was just a fucking masterpiece, though. I don't know if they can quite get something like this again, but we'll see. Alright. Sorry, hopefully this fucking pollen clears up by the time I do another one, but yeah. It's been real. I'll see you guys next time. Fucking.